For today's workout, you're going to need a stick or a broom, one exercise mat. If you don't have one, you can use a big towel. One chair, ideally knee height. Two small dumbbells, or if you have only one dumbbell or one weight of any shape that is not too heavy, that will work too. No weights? No problem. You can use 2 water bottles or 2 things. One small towel folded. One cushion. I also recommend you to try this workout barefoot or with socks if you feel comfortable. Welcome to day 2 of this series where I guide you step by step through strength training. Make sure your equipment is ready, put on your favorite music if you like, and let's make this fun. For the first exercise, you're gonna need a cushion, and I'm gonna get you to lie on your back. If getting down to the floor seems difficult for you, make sure that you have an object for support and that you take your time getting on the floor. Once you're there, make yourself comfortable, draw your belly button in, shoulders away from the ears, hands on the side of the body, and we're gonna lift the glutes up and we're gonna lower the hips back on the floor. We go up and we go down. Notice that stop at the top of the movement. Practice that. Stop, squeeze, and down. That's very important because the top of the movement is when we are working the hardest. So make sure that you are doing the movement with control. Let's do it one more time. Very good. Let's have 30 seconds rest, and in the meantime, I'm gonna show you the areas that we're working. Glutes and core. Try to feel these areas when you're doing the movement. And also, work on the position of your feet. Ideally, we want to have the heels aligned with your knees. In that way, when you are lifting the glutes off the floor, you can use your heels to push the body up. Let's practice that. Draw your belly button in, hands on the side, lift the glutes up and down. But remember, now we are thinking of pushing through the heels when you lift the glutes up. Automatically, you might be able to feel your glutes more, to contract them better when you get at the top. Keep practicing that. Push through the heels, get at the top, contract. Push through the heels, top, contract. Fantastic. One more break before we do the last set of this exercise. And we are taking 30 seconds off. It's completely up to you if you prefer to stay on the floor because it's easier, or if you want to go and grab some water, do whatever you need to do. It's your break. Just make sure that you are organized and ready for the last set. I'm gonna start to set up now, and as a reminder, we keep working on that cue of pushing through the heels. Hands on the side, draw your belly button in, lift the glutes up and down. So while you're pushing through your heels, how high can you go with the hips? Practice that. Go as high as it feels comfortable for your body while you are pulling the belly button inwards. That's it. Keep practicing that. As high as possible, hold it and down. Amazing. For the next exercise, we're gonna get up from the floor. Remember that this can be a challenging action depending on your physical condition. If that's the case, take your time, use something for balance, or call for assistance. Once you are on your feet, we're gonna grab the chair and we're gonna use only the body weight to learn the next movement. Sit on the chair comfortably, get your chest out, shoulders away from the ears, avoid rounding your back, chest lifted, shoulders back, hold your arms in front of you, and I want you to pull your hands towards your torso and extend them. When you pull your hands towards your torso, you want to go as far back as it feels natural for your body. And we are aiming to keep your hands above your belly button. One more. Relax. You must be wondering, what is this all about? Here I'm teaching you proper form and how to connect with your back. We want to squeeze the shoulder blades together when we're doing this exercise, and that's what we're gonna practice in the next set. Let's set up, sit on the chair, get your chest out, keep your shoulders away from the ears. We're gonna have that area relaxed, arms in front of you, and we're gonna pull towards the body, trying to keep the elbows in. Remember that we are practicing that squeeze of the shoulder blades there. One thing that really works well for me is to think of holding a pencil with my shoulder blades. Nice. Great work. We have 30 seconds rest, and for the last set of this exercise, I'm gonna change the position of the chair so you guys can have a side view. Also, I want you to take a challenge, grab a stick or a broom. Also, you could grab a small towel folded, and we're gonna use that while we are trying to keep contracting the back. Hold the object in front of you, and we're gonna pull the object towards your body, squeezing the back, and we extend. Work on that squeeze. That's the most important part. If you feel like you cannot engage holding the object, keep practicing body weight. It's hard when you do that, but it will teach you to be able to do it with anything that you're holding with your hands. One more. Fantastic. Now it's break time. And this is day 2 of our 8-day strength training program. Perfect for beginners learning to build a strength from scratch. If you haven't completed day 1 yet, make sure to try it next time. Now let's get ready for the next exercise, and I actually forgot we will be using the chair again. Stand in front of the chair with your feet hip width apart. We're gonna focus on the right leg first, and for that we're gonna step back with your left leg, creating enough space between your back and front foot. From there, we're gonna bend both knees to lower your body straight down and push your body back up. You go as low as it feels comfortable for your body, for your joints. And also pay attention to push through the heel when you're going down and when you're coming up. You don't want the heel to come off the floor at any time. Let's practice 2 more repetitions. That's 1. And that's 2. Now we're gonna swap legs and we're gonna work the left one. Step back with your right leg, enough space between feet, and from there we're gonna lower the body and then we push back up. Remember that now we want to make sure that the left heel is staying on the floor. And keep experimenting with the depth of the movement, meaning just go as low as it feels good. You don't want to be having pain or you don't want to be feeling discomfort. Last repetition. Well done. How are you doing? I'm sure you're feeling the legs as much as I am. I quickly want to show you how this movement should look from the front. The front foot should be straight and the knee following the foot. You don't want the foot pointing out and knee caving in. That's formula for disaster. And that's something that we're gonna practice on the second set. Before we start, take some water if you need to. And I forgot to mention at the start of the lunges that the reason why we're using the chair is to create stability in the movement. We're gonna start with the right leg doing the work. For that, I'm gonna get you to step back with the left leg, bend both knees and lower your body straight down and then push back up. Let's focus on the right leg. Right foot should be straight, right knee following the foot, and the right heel should be on the mat at all times. And keep experimenting with the depth, with how low you go on the movement. We have one more. Very good. Now we're gonna swap legs and we're gonna focus on the left leg doing the work. For that, I'm gonna get you to step back with the right leg. Make sure you have enough space. And from there, we lower the body and then we push back up. Excellent. Now focus on the left side. Left foot straight, left knee following the left foot, left heel is staying on the floor at all times, and just modify the depth according to how it feels on your body. We're nearly there. That's one. Give me one more. That's two. Well done. And guess what? No more lunges for today. In the next part of the workout, I want to teach you a fundamental exercise. It's a hip hinge movement, and for that I'm gonna get you to grab a stick. It can be a broomstick, a PVC pipe, or a similar object that you can hold with both hands and you can place comfortable on your upper back. Now, be aware that not everyone is gonna be able to do this if there is a mobility problem on the shoulders. If that's the case, don't worry, you don't need to use the stick, just place your hands on your ears and just follow the same movement. I just place an object behind me. You don't have to do the same, just imagine you have an object behind you and think of touching that object with your hips. The movement is pushing back that object with the hips and then driving the hips forward. Try not to bend your knees too much and try to do the movement with control. Continue doing the movement if you're doing this variation. I'm gonna quickly show you how to do the body weight one, where we place the hands on the ears, we keep the elbows open, and we keep thinking of the cue of pushing hips back and pushing hips forward. Very good. 30 seconds rest and a quick recap. Two options of variations, body weight and with the stick on your back. Both are great, just depends on your shoulder mobility. I'm gonna give you a front view now, and remember that the object is not necessary. Just imagine you have one when you do the movement, and that will help you to activate your glutes and the back of your legs. Let's start this set. Grab the stick if you're using one, feet hip width apart, and from there stand tall and think of pushing back that imaginary object with your hips and driving the hips forward. I want you to practice control on this set. This is not a movement that we want to do as quick as possible. You want to give yourself the time to push back with the hips and to drive the hips forward. That's gonna help you to activate the right muscles. Give me one more. Super good. And that's the second set completed. And I'm gonna move my imaginary object with me again to give you a side view for the last set. And I want to make emphasis again on the importance of doing the movement from the hips. If you are not doing the movement using the hips, that's how it's gonna look if you're using the stick. See how I'm rounding my back? The same will be if you're using body weight. You don't want to be doing this. That's bad form. That's why it's important to focus on the hip movement. Let's go again. Stand up tall, send the hips back, and then move the hips forward. Here you can explore as well how deep or how back you go with the hips. And the mobility on your legs will dictate that. So just follow what your body is telling you. Let's go with 2 more repetitions. That's 1. 1 more. That's 2. Well done. And don't worry if the exercise wasn't perfect this time. I hope the cue of using the imaginary object helped. Next time you could use a wall for the same purpose. For the last exercise, we're gonna do upper body work. Grab the dumbbells, water bottles, or tin cans that you have available at home. And for the first set, we're gonna use only one object. Grab the dumbbell from both heads, feet hip width apart, keeping your elbows in, don't let them flare out. We're gonna push the dumbbell straight up, and we're gonna bring the dumbbell back down. Let's repeat the same movement. Try to push the dumbbell until your arms are fully extended, but without locking your elbows. If you are not able to get that high with the dumbbell, that's okay. Just modify. Very good. 30 seconds rest, and let me show you modifications. If you have only one dumbbell, continue working with that dumbbell. If you need to do a body weight version, just use your arms. That's if you felt that it was uncomfortable to carry weight. If you don't have dumbbells available at home, for the second set, you're gonna use 2 water bottles or 2 tin cans. And if you have 2 dumbbells available and you found the first set easy enough, then give it a try using both dumbbells and go down to 1 if you need to. For this set, we're gonna focus on contracting the glutes and contracting your core. So let's get in position and let's press the dumbbells overhead and lower the dumbbells. Remember that if the range of motion or if the movement is there, go fully extension with your arms without locking your elbows. Very good. We are nearly there. Let's go with one more. Fantastic. Final set of the workout, and let me know in the comments below if you would like to see the third workout. If you do, don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you will be notified as soon as the next workout goes live. Let's finish strong. I want to show you 2 more modifications for this exercise. The first one is in case you don't have dumbbells, but you have a plate like this one or a ball, you can keep the object close to your body and practice the same movement. And the second modification goes for the people that the exercise didn't feel quite right on the shoulders. You can try with another grip or another way to grab the dumbbells. Here is the last push. Let's get ready. Let's press the dumbbells up and lower them. Repeat the movement while you are contracting the glutes and you're contracting your core. The last repetitions are always the toughest, but you're crushing it. Let's go with 2 more. 1, last repetition, 2. Amazing work. Day 2 is officially complete, and thank you for joining me. I will see you in day 3. Ciao, ciao.